want.
What's up, YouTube? FatKingsTV coming at you for week 50 of 2020. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy back in July of 2013, and I had plastics this year in May. Full 360 and some lipo. You'll be hearing that noise in the background. That is my dog's new toy. It's a little piglet, and when you bite it, it makes a little pig noise, so please bear with me. Better to keep her entertained with that than biting on my jeans while I'm trying to make this video. So, quick update. I'm about 232 right now. I have not weighed since last week, and I was only really weighing. I think I weighed on Friday to weigh the dog because I was just trying to see how much weight she put on. She's getting bigger. So I stepped on the scale and then picked her up to see how much more it was. And so that's the last time I weighed. I didn't look at the stats, so I don't have any of those for you. And I think that's kind of growth in and of itself. I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. I do have my plastics revision consult this Friday, so I'll have updates for you guys next week on that. And if I end up going through with it, if he believes he can get the results I'm looking for, if he can make the back sides of my love handle area match the front side, as far as the leanness and the shape, great. If he can't, or he's like, I don't think it's worth it, then we won't be doing it. So he'll do a little scar revision if we do it, but it'll just be lipo to fix this, I think. And I know. Of course, that gives me the concern about working out. Do I need to wear the binders? Is it going to take time off the gym? Because that really is my number one primary mental health thing, to be honest with you right now. And it really kind of solidified that this weekend. I kind of knew it already, but the difference between how I normally would feel at, like, say, 3:30 in the afternoon versus after I got back from working out, which lately I've been doing a little later, which has been a little rough, is night and day. Like, my attitude, the way I feel, my energy levels, everything feels better after the gym. So obviously I don't want that to be impacted. But what really made the difference was the lovely Miss Drea came out this weekend. And we ended up spending like about 48 hours just going and doing fun stuff outside. It was kind of one of those things where, like, she was kind of joking, like, hey, I need to get out of town. I'm like, come here. I got an extra room. You can crash in my daughter's room. That's my new guest room and work office. But I'm like, yeah, come crash here. I got plenty of stuff we can go do outside. I mean, even though Colorado's pretty locked down inside, there's plenty of stuff to do outside. So I don't know how many you're going to make it through this video with that noise. So yeah, she flew out Friday. We went to the zoo. We saw the electric safari. We went to Bad Daddy's Burgers and brought them back here because they're kind of closed and very limited in inside dining. So I'm like, I'll just take it home. We sat here. We ate. We drank some beers, or those seltzer beers. And we just talked till 2 a.m. And we we can both talk, and we're both pretty aware of each other's journeys along, man. She's 5 years out post-plastics. I'm 7 years out post-plastics. We've gone through a lot of similar situations. We've known about each other's journey quite a bit. We've talked, about that stuff pretty close on, through the YouTube channels and through Instagram. We're always just checking in on each other, see how each other's doing, cheering each other on. So it was just great to finally. It's so weird if you've ever been to a WLS event. You'll know people through their YouTube channels for years, and then when the first time you meet them in person, you feel like you've just seen them again. And that was exactly that. And also the post, like after a WLS meetup, you'll have this very emotional kind of like feels kind of day where you're just like you got all these feels, and you're like, oh, because I think you're so opened up to somebody else's story, and you're empathizing, and you're reflecting on your journey, and you're reflecting on how you have like a similar situation to theirs, and you're sharing those, and you're really being open and honest, and all the feelings that went with it, and God, just even yesterday, I kept having these waves of like emotion kind of come over me. I was just very in touch with all the emotions coming through, and it was so good. Like, it was just so good to spend that time with her talking. I mean, I think every waking moment we were talking, and maybe except for when we were watching a movie or two, and even then we were kind of trying to figure out the plot of the movie and stuff. So it was a blast, man. And since all my friends live in other states, I don't have a lot of friends here in town. In fact, I have very few. And then, and with COVID, nobody's wanting to travel. Very few of my friends want to travel or want people traveling to them. I get it, respect it. I myself am a little more open to the idea, taking proper precautions. I think it's been safe. Again, I am 99.9% sure. I know everybody says this, but I can give specifics as to why I think I've already been exposed and already had it. But way back in February. But I still take all the precautions. I'm still safe, and vice versa. So was Drea, when she came out here. She went outside to play with it and then brought it back inside because she knew that she had to get more noises in on the video. Good Lord. Good little dog. So I'm feeling so centered and so good. As an extrovert, I needed that one-on-one quality time with another person to help me refill my tank, and just somebody that simpatico was just exactly I just feel so much better. And so it was really good. I mean, that's not to say that I don't talk to a bunch of people that I'm very close to online, or they're at a distance or whatever, but it's a lot of Marco Polo, or it's a lot of just chat, and it's just not the same. It's just not the same as having somebody there, and the body language and the talking and the laughing and the joking and playing off what they said in real time, and hearing them laugh and cracking them up. We were killing each other. It was just, we have very similar sense of humor, and like any of my other friends, it's just different dynamic when you're in person. And most of my friends are WLS people, so we do have that common undertone, that common subtext, which is great. So I'm feeling great. Can't wait to see her again. Now that I know she's willing to travel during the vid times, maybe I can tempt her to find some other kind of adventure here in the next few months. Meet up somewhere, have some fun there. I don't know. Come back here, whatever. There's plenty to do here too. Although it's gonna start getting real winter in a few months. So we had gorgeous weather and some funny little adventures on the horses and stuff. And yeah, it was good times. So I'm feeling great. I can't wait to get back to the gym tonight, just to kind of keep this high going. My attitude at work was so much better today, although work was still pretty crazy. So, and it's just all these things this year, right? Work, personal, some of my personal, just things I don't share, that just went sideways this year, really bad. The stuff that was just really, really tore me down, and not seeing people on top of it, and being locked down, and, you just tack it all together, and I was just in the worst spot possible. So the greatest gift I could have gotten was this weekend. So it was really good, and I just feel so much better. I know I'm belaboring it, but so thank you. I've already told her this, but she knows this already. But I'm publicly saying it because it mattered. It really did. So that's it. I'm going to let you guys know next week what gets decided or finalized on the plastics thing. If I do have plastics, it'll be, or if I have revisions to plastics, it'll be on January 28th. So it'll technically be next year. God, you're going to blink and that's going to be here. It's only 2 weeks to Christmas as of Friday. So that's where we're at. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to let you get out of here. And then until next time, remember, it's good to be a king who has friends that like to travel.